It's the Million Dollar Organizer Show. Tips for professional union organizers. Win more campaigns, balance work and family, and leave the competition in the dust. Now here's your host, Bob Odie.
Hello, union organizers. What a great time to be an American, let me tell you. The economy is just on fire, the American economy. Employment is at a 50-year high. Now, I always pay my union dues annually, and I recommend you do the same. And when I do, I like to go onto my local union's website and check to see how the work picture is. And let me tell you, I don't believe I've ever seen it this good before. I mean, 39 people on the opportunity book. Amazing. I remember when there was 850. I remember when it was over 1,000. But these numbers now, it's just unbelievable how much work there is. And so it's a great thing, and it's a great thing for organizing because it makes it easier. Now, I've got some other good news, and that is that I've just finished my second audiobook. That is The Million Dollar Organizer, 365 Tips for Professional Union Organizers. Available on audiobook, and it'll be out soon, within days, on Amazon, Audible, and iTunes. So for those of you that don't like to read or prefer to listen to the audiobooks in your car while you're driving, you'll be able to do that. And it's narrated by myself. I think you're going to like it. I put a lot of work into it, and I'd really appreciate it if you'd give it a listen and give me a review, if you will, anywhere, Amazon, Audible, or iTunes, because reviews sell books. Now, there's been some updates that I want to let you know about. There was an article I shared recently on Twitter, and you can follow me at Union Organizer. I shared this article that came out in the Oregonian. It's written by Maxine Bernstein, and this one will get your attention, let me tell you. Now, keep in mind that public perception of unions has been going up. It's getting better. People support unions. It hasn't always been that way, but public perception for unions has gone up. And yet, despite that, a jury awarded $93.6 million to a former operator of Port Terminal 6 for losses due to dock workers' unlawful labor practices. That's the headline. Yikes. A jury awarded $93.6 million for ULP. But I want you to read the article because I don't want to even explain the situation here. I want you to read the article and you take it in, absorb it, read it through twice. I covered this topic in both of my books. The importance of keeping your mouth shut while you're on a picket line. And it sounds so simple, right? All you got to do, you're having a picket, just keep your mouth shut. Because there's major liability out there if you don't. Now, I'm not saying that this is all related to that only, but I can tell you that when it comes to picketing, things can be perceived one way or another. And in these days, these litigious society is ridiculous. But to have a jury award something that punitive, that could kill a union right there. $93.6 million. What union can afford to lose that kind of money in a lawsuit? It's brutal. If you've ever served on a jury, you know how hard it is to get 12 people to agree on anything. So you can imagine what would it have been like to have been a fly on the wall in that jury room, huh? Probably was heated. And yet they came down with that decision. I mean, my God. So I cover that topic in both of my books. I cover picketing in detail, and I won't get into it now. But if you want to go to my website, unionorganizer.com, my first book, my first audiobook, Bigger Labor, A Crash Course for Construction Union Organizers, has that topic, and it's covered in detail. Right there on the website, you can listen for free. And again, I covered the same topic, a little bit more detail, in my second book, which will be out very shortly, within days, available on Amazon, Audible, and iTunes, for those of you that don't like to read or prefer to, again, listen to it while you drive or listen to it on your phone. I had a lot of fun doing it. I had a lot of fun reading the book through, covering the information. It's one thing to write it, but it's a whole other thing to read it, and I think you'll enjoy that audiobook when it comes out. So give that a listen. Keep organizing. Keep taking 3 good swings at that ball, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Thanks for listening. We hope that you'll subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you listen to podcasts. Give us a 5-star review and let us know what you'd like to hear the $1 Million Organizer talk about. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram @Union Organizer. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.